Good day, everyone. Welcome to Paul Podcast, where stories inspire and inspiration becomes stories. For today's episode, we will have our inspiring stories about teaching profession. This time, we will having our invited guest, one of the master teachers of Pagadian City National High School, my alma mater, and also my advisor when I was in grade 10. So, let's welcome Mom Reggie Habilio. So, good morning, ma'am. So, thank you for spending your time with me. So, here's my first question to you, ma'am. So, as a teacher, what motivates you to continue in this profession?
Okay, so based from the experience, there are a lot of motivations you could have to still continue the teaching profession despite of the so many difficulties we encounter. First, I could consider motivation is seeing my students achieve better in life, become better in life because of, the knowledge, the formation that you have done to them. That's the first thing. Another is, of course, the salary and, the stable job that you have. You could still able to provide your family because of the income you have for the teaching career. So, teaching profession and teaching career. Career is related to the salary. And then the profession has something to do with the change that you could give to your students.
Also, thank you, Mom. So, my second question is, what are some of the biggest challenges you face in your teaching career and how have you overcome them?
So you have two questions in that question. The
Yes.
first one is the challenges. There are so many challenges. First and foremost is to how to balance your time, because teaching profession nowadays, especially in the Philippine setting, is very what do you call that one? Very demanding when it comes to time. There are so many activities. Aside from you are going to teach, there are a lot of paperwork that you are going to do, and at the same time, you have also responsibilities at home. So that means you are being challenged with how you are going to manage your time. Another challenge is the way students this time in this new generation, the students really do not value anymore education, the quality of education. They just go to school for the sake of going to school without looking for, better goals in life. So, how you motivate or how are you going to keep them engaged and be motivated in learning is something that is very challenging nowadays. That's it. So actually, the attitude of the students, your responsibilities, and how you are going to manage them. Both your personal responsibilities and responsibilities in the school. So something that is very challenging in everyday life of a teacher.
Also, as a teacher, there's a lot of challenges
Yes,
to face to it,
many.
but still fighting.
Yes, of course.
So, next question is, what role do you think relationships play in effective teaching? How do you build strong relationship with your students?
Before going to that, let's go back to the coping mechanism in number 2. I wasn't able to answer
Okay,
it.
so-
So the challenges I mentioned earlier is the students' behavior and then time management. Coping them, or one of the coping mechanism I have is time management. You just have to manage your time, set your priorities. What first things first. So what should be the first thing to do before going to those not so necessary things. Then for the behavior of the students, you have to do a lot of research on how you are going to manage different kinds of behavior. So maybe you could do differentiation in your classroom management and at the same time in your strategies in teaching. So you could meet the different needs of our learners and address the different behavior of our students nowadays. So going to your third question is, what's again the third question?
So, what do you think the role of
Okay,
relationship?
So the role of relationship in having an effective teaching
Yes.
and how I handle it. So the supporting
How
question
strong relationship? Build your strong relationship
with your student and
Um, ano ba?
Okay. So the role of building strong relationship to your students to make it to have an effective teaching. Now, relationship or building good relationship to your students is essential in having an effective teaching or having an effective teaching. It's because when your students do not trust you, your students would not be motivated to learn. But if you're able to get the respect from your students, you're able to establish good relationships with your students, it would be easy for you to manage your classroom because respect is there, and when there is respect, students would actually would follow whatever the things that you wanted to in your classroom because they see you as a good leader maybe, and so they would also become a good follower if, or the students will become good follower if you are able to establish good relationships with your students. So establishing good relationships of your students is really helpful in making your teaching effective because students are encouraged to learn and motivated to learn when you have that respect in your classroom and you're able to build good relationship with your students.
So, respect is the most important
Yes,
thing.
respect not just for students to students, students to teachers, teachers to students, but in any aspect or different aspects of our lives, in our existence in the school and in our community.
Yeah, so my next question and second to the last question. So, can you share with us what makes you a good role model teacher?
Becoming a role model is simple. You just have to walk the talk. So whatever the things that you actually impose, be or do it first as a model. So by walking your talk, you're able to model to your students what should be the things or what are the right things that they should follow and emulate. And it would be easy for them to follow because they're able to see it from a leader like the teacher in the classroom. So that's it. Becoming a role model is you should actually walk the talk.
So thank you, Mom. So our last question is the most important to encourage our students or future educators. So, any message, thoughts, or reflection would you like to share with other educators or our future educators?
So, message to the future educators, no, is just first, I would just like to share three important, maybe I would say advice or maybe reflection based from experiences I have being a classroom teacher for more than 10 years, maybe, or 15 years. First, keep the fire burning because when you keep your fire burning, you keep your motivation, be motivated always, the passion for teaching, you're able to surpass any challenges that you're going to encounter. So you just keep the fire burning in your heart. Second is, importante then that you are going to establish rapport to your students by how to establish that rapport is by showing respect. So do not assume that because you're a teacher, you're the boss in the classroom. So you should not be the boss, instead a role model because a boss is different from a role model. So always use the language of respect in the classroom so that you're able to, establish good relationship with your students. You're able to accomplish great things with your students and become an inspiration to your students. Thirdly, always manage your time. Nowadays, that our work in the Department of Education, especially teaching, whether you're teaching in private or public, the work is very demanding of time. So learn to manage your time. First things first. Learn to prioritize. Do not actually engage so much in the social media because social media will kill your time. You're not able to balance your time. You cannot manage your time if you are immersed to social media or become addicted to social media. Social media is very helpful because you could research many things related to the improvement of your teaching. But if you are going to become addicted to it, then maybe you cannot actually manage your time properly. So that's it. Three things only that I'm going to give to the future teachers. Again, going back to the first one, keep the fire burning. Second is manage your time. And the third one, do not be addicted to social media.
Okay, so thank you, Mom, for sharing your experiences and giving some to encourage the future educators.